All praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wabrakakwadash. Peace, blessings, much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who rule well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth. To the rest of the church who believe as well, you men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons, and daughters also. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. In this world, you may find people giving you awkward stares. You may find people separating from you. And it's funny because for a lot of brothers, you may be able to testify that even before coming into this truth, you were already going through symptoms that you're going through in this truth. Because this is the thing, the spirit that's in you, if you're of the elect, you were the elect before you came into this truth. You had a righteous spirit in you before you came into this truth, but at one time you were in darkness. But you've been called into the Lord's marvelous light. We have to remember, we don't call or choose ourselves. All right? I might have to get that next. We'll see. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 1. Who is as the wise man? And who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed. So, having this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, we stick out. We have the light in a dark place. Most people, and when I say most people, I literally mean a good majority of people, will never have the ability to interpretate these scriptures, to have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Bible. So they'll just be of the world. They're like everybody else. They don't stick out. But we stick out because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has given us the light. He's given us the dark mysteries of the Bible. And that's why brothers may have a very serious countenance about themselves. Brothers may laugh and giggle. Brothers can be silly from time to time. Okay, but when you look at us through our day to day, people see that, hey man, there's something different about that guy. That guy seems serious. He seems about his business. Well, that's because we are about our business. And really, our business isn't our business. It's the Father's business. Okay? So we are very serious. And people try to figure out who we are, and they really can't unless they come to the conclusion that, oh, they're into the Bible. They go out there and teach. But even within that, they'll still be questionable. Why are they doing what they do? What is the whole purpose? What is driving them to do that? Okay? Who is as the wise man? And who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? The prophets know. That's who. Okay? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed. So within that, people will try to figure you out. Try to understand you because they know, man, there's something about you that's different. What is it? Okay? Let's go on ahead and go forward. Let's go to the book of 1 Peter. Chapter 3 and verse 15. But sanctify the Lord power in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. So people may try to figure you out and not even know what you're about. Okay? And then you have those who see what you're doing and they're confused because what we're doing is very mysterious to this world. So they might scratch their head like, what is this guy doing? Okay? Well, if people come up to us and they sincerely want to know why we're doing what we're doing, we have to be ready to give an answer with meekness and fear, because we're not sent off of our own doing. We did not call ourselves into this ministry. Okay? Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai are using us as vessels, okay, to draw in the elect, because we're in that time of the kingdom of heaven being established on the earth. That's why brothers become unsecularized, so to speak. We become alienated from this modern world because we are not of this world. So with that, people may come and question, hey, why are you doing that? Why are you wearing that? What is that you're reading? Are you a Muslim? Some people may ask because they're being assholes. Others may ask because they sincerely just don't know and they want to know. So we have to have the answer. We have to show them according to the scriptures why we're doing what we're doing, instead of giving them, some arrogant rant and, you're not really edifying. Okay. Let's read this one more time and we'll move along. But sanctify the Lord power in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you, with meekness and fear. All right. So now from there, let's go to the book of Jeremiah. Well, the reason why you see us out on the streets, the reason why we do what we do, Jeremiah 28 and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. Just like great kingdoms before America have, been exalted, then got debased, got destroyed, got overthrown. Okay. The same thing is going to happen with this modern day kingdom. We're telling people America is going to be destroyed. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is against this place. Many prophets that have been risen up have been looked at as crazy lunatics. You don't know what you're talking about. There's no way that can be true. But that's how the Lord set it up. The reason why we do what we do is because the Lord put the Spirit on us, and we are inspired through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to believe the words found within the Holy Bible, so much that we go out and teach it. We speak it because we believe it. Okay? The reason why we have hope is because the Lord has placed faith within us, and he placed fear within us. Okay? Fear and faith. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. So what prophet of old went out and taught about how amazing a kingdom was and how the Lord is going to protect it from, destruction, protect it from opposing forces? And the only time that's going to happen is when the kingdom of heaven is established. Every other kingdom was set up to literally be destroyed, to be overthrown. Okay? And that's what the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Yahweh Shai is coming to do. All right? The prophet which prophesied of peace, because the prophets of old did not prophesy peace, but they prophesied against great kingdoms. Okay? The prophet which prophesied of peace, which is a false prophet, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord have truly sent him. So if a prophet is going out and telling you, okay, the Lord is against this place, the Lord is going to destroy this place, but then you have another guy saying the Lord is going to protect this place, we all need to come together and pray for this place. Okay? When things come to pass, then you'll find out that was a true prophet. And for most people, that's going to be too late, because by that moment, judgment's going to come and swoop people off their feet. All right. Another reason why we do what we do, when you come into this ministry, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai actually makes you a whole different person. Okay, let's go to the book of 1 Samuel chapter 10 and verse 6. And the Spirit of the Lord will come upon thee, and thou shalt prophesy with them, and shall be turned into another man. So when you become a prophet, you become a whole new man. You're not the same man that you once were when you were in the world. Now, you are already the elect if you're the elect, but you were in darkness, just like the rest of us. At one time, we were in darkness. You have brothers in this truth who were gangbangers, who were drug dealers, who were guerrilla pimps. You have men in this truth who've been, in various lifestyles that weren't of righteousness whatsoever. But they totally let that old man go, because when you become a prophet, when you become a teacher, you're turned to a whole different man. And now, because of that, people look at it as awkward. They look at it as strange. But that's okay, because we understand what we're involved in is the truth. It is the truth. Okay? And we're in the light, and most people are in darkness. So, of course, we stick out. Of course, we look weird to the majority. And the Spirit of the Lord will come upon thee, and thou shalt prophesy with them, and shall be turned into another man. Okay? Let's go forward, because people have a lot of questions and have a lot of concerns about why we do what we do. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 21. For after that, in the wisdom of the power, the world by wisdom knew not the power. It pleased the power by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. Let's go into the word foolishness in Greek 34:72. The word here is Moria. Foolishness, silliness, that is, absurdity. Silliness is basically is basically how people look at us. That's why people like to mock and scoff and have their opinions, because what they see is silliness. And a lot of times they don't even know what we're speaking on. They're just being a bunch of assholes. But if they really understood the message, and then on top of that, they understood the message to be true, people would shut the hell up. But the Lord is blinding the majority of people, because this generation is a time where the Lord has brought back many spirits to receive their judgment, the righteous and the wicked. A lot of the prophets are back right now. A lot of the wicked are back right now, including those who went against Yahweh Shai himself. We're in the time of the Roman Empire all over again. Okay? We are in Rome again also. We're in Babylon again. We're in Egypt again. We're in Sodom and Gomorrah again. We're in Nineveh again. Okay? We're in Egypt again. All the great kingdoms, even before America, America takes the spirit of those places. Okay? And we're telling you this place is going down. And instead of taking a listen and being concerned, a lot of people will just see what we're doing as weird, silly. Oh, he's wasting his time. Nobody got time for all that. Nobody got time for that Bible. Right? But we end up becoming new men coming into this ministry. And people see it as silly. Okay? Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 21. If so be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahweh Shai, that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. So we put off the conversation of the old man, Now people are trying to figure us out. Okay, people end up hating us. People end up separating from us, or people end up wanting to be around us. Okay, but either way it goes, most people will not be able to obtain the true light of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and when you obtain that true light, you stick out. Why do you stick out? You become a whole new man. Your father and your mother, they may have raised you. They thought they knew you. You came into the truth. They feel like they don't even know their son anymore. Okay? They feel like they don't even know their child anymore. And then you women, you come in, it's the same thing, because you're trying to live righteous. Your parents who raised you, if both parents raised you or maybe one or the other, however, they thought they knew you. They're looking at you now. It's like, who are you? I don't even know you anymore. When you have the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you put off the former conversation of that old person that you used to be, which is according to the lust that is, drawn from being in this world. This world entices you. Okay? And be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man. Remember, when we become prophets, we actually become a whole new man. The Lord puts a spirit on us and we're like a whole new creature. That's why we stick out. That's why we have a boldness about us. And that's why you're going to find out real soon why Isaiah 4:1 about several women taking hold of one man will come to pass. People are going to find out the only real men left on earth, and this is real, the only real men left on earth are the men of the Lord. Period. I don't care how you cut it. We are the only real men left. We are the last of the Mohicans, man. All right? We are the only real men left. Not these red pill niggas. They not real men. They have some good information. Those aren't the guys. All right? The guys are the average guys that you see teaching and preaching this word, because those guys are far from average. Those are the Lord's men. Okay? Those are men that you see, you get messed up in the mind. You think it's silly. You think it's vain. But in reality, you're looking at men who are not walking in darkness. You're looking at men who changed how they used to be because the Lord changed them. The Lord called them. Okay? Which I still need to get that scripture, how we don't call ourselves into this. Okay? That just dawned on me. Verse 24 again, and that ye put on the new man, which after the power is created in righteousness and true holiness. So we put off the old man, and because of that, people question, what's up with us? What's up with that guy? He's different. Well, a lot of us, we already went through that back in the world. People saw us as different because the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. You were a prophet before you came back into this ministry. You once knew this already. You were already you. Okay? You were already different. But coming into this ministry, you've come to your, I can't say your fullness, because really our fullness comes when Yahweh Shai returns. But you've come to your ultimate self being in this ministry as an Israelite. Ephesians 5:8, for ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children of light. So at one time we were in darkness like everybody else, but we became a new man. And since we became a new man through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, we have to walk as such. Okay, let's go down to 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. So we can't be foolish, because if you walk foolish, you're like someone who's walking in darkness. You end up stubbing your toe, you end up tripping, you end up falling, you end up scraping your leg because you can't see. But when you have the light, you're able to walk with wisdom, because you'll know, okay, I'm going to step over that. Okay, I'm not going to go over there. You're able to see what's before you. You have the wisdom. Okay, so Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is lighting up our feet through this word. But when you're an idiot, okay, when you're a fool, you're like a blind person. All right, you're trying to reach for the wall, and here it is, you thinking you about to reach for the wall, you end up leaning over, you trip and fall off a cliff. Okay? Because you're not walking circumspectly, you're not walking wise. You have to, really be guided by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua in righteousness, man. This is John chapter 15 and 16. We'll close it with this here. And this is another reason why people may question us on why we do what we do. And, they'll try to figure us out. Maybe they can. Maybe they know, whatever the case may be. We didn't do this to ourselves. People are so carnal, they look and see things for what can be proven. Well, if that's the case, it's proven that we're a different man. We are not the same guy we once were. You have men back in the day, man, they'll beat your ass for disrespecting them. Now those same men, you can drive by them, talk stuff, and they'll just keep preaching the word, man, and put curses on you. All right. John chapter 15 and 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you, that you should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. So the Lord chooses us. We didn't choose him. So the reason why we do what we do is because the Lord chose us to do it. The Lord made us into new men. The same person that you were is dead, but you have the same body as the old man. You look in the mirror, you might not look exactly how you used to look because you had them demons on you, but you're in the same body. You're the same person, so to speak, but the spirit within you has been activated to be what it's meant to be, which is an Israelite. And we're hoping to draw in, as the Lord is using us, because we're not doing nothing. We're hoping that the Lord uses us to draw in the elect wherever they may be, so that they may be illuminated through this word as well. And then they may be changed. And this word also changes women as well. There is nothing in this world that's really going to fully make a woman not be a whore than coming to this ministry. There's really nothing in this world that's going to stop a man from being an effeminate or a sodomite than coming into this truth. This truth is the only way. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is the only way. Okay? So you question what we're doing. You see what we're doing as strange, me and my brothers. Hey, that's all good. But you need to understand one thing. We ain't running nothing. Everything that we're doing is through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay? Understand that. So I'm going to go on ahead and give it up to our power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Wa Rakak Wadash. Until my next lesson, Lord willing. Shalom.